it feels like I'm doing a science project right now with a success rate of probably 80%. Look at that. And I was here doubting myself. We were here doubting ourselves. Just wow. Hello, welcome back to Kiki Global Flavors. My name is Kiki and I'm excited to be here with you today. So today we are going to be making Spanakorizo. What is that? So it's basically spinach and rice. This is a Greek inspired dish which is originally was just basically spinach and rice with a bit of fat, which is the olive oil and vegetables, and with time and with emergence of new technology, new ways of cooking. Of course, people spiced this up a little bit and added meat. Now we're going to start to make our Spanakorizo with chicken. So I'm just going to walk you through the basics of what exactly we are trying to do. So we have my chicken thighs, which you've just seen in the list of ingredients. So we are going to brown them here. Actually, this, if you've made one pot chicken and rice recipe, it's basically almost the same thing. So everything ideally should be in one pot. So we're going to brown our chicken thighs, and then we are going to stir in our onions and our spinach. So this is baby spinach. So this is actually also a star of this dish. I'm sure you can use the other spinach that we have here in Kenya, but I think you would have to like chop it to rough pieces, not very small. But this, we're going to fry this until they wilt down, and then we're also going to now be putting in our rice and our water, and then we're going to have the chicken on top, and this is going to go into the oven. So that's a new way for me to make rice and chicken. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. So ideally in the recipes and all in my research, it seems that you ideally don't do the 1:2 water, like one cup rice into 2 cups water. It seems it should be 1:1. So because I have 2 cups of rice, ideally it seems it should be 2 cups of water. So I'm guessing because we're going to cover this in aluminum foil and put it in the oven, the aluminum foil and the oven temperatures will make the rice cook, which I'm hoping is the case, because if it's not, then I don't know whether I'll have wasted 2 cups of rice, which is not an ideal situation. I hope that's not the case. So it should work, and I hope it does. So we're just, this is just, it feels like I'm doing a science project right now with a success rate of probably 80%, but a probable failure rate of 20%. So nothing has ever failed before, even on the things that we've tried that I didn't know how to do. So for now, we're going to let that cook for around 30 minutes and then we'll be back. So as we have our Spanakorizo on the oven, crossing our fingers that everything goes well, we're going to do a bit of a health fact. I know we've been doing a lot of fun facts, but now with this gym inspired series, we're going to be doing health facts. So we know we have spinach in this, and let's now narrow down on spinach. So we know spinach is actually very good for your heart health. It actually lowers your blood pressure, your eye health. I know that was also very surprising for me that spinach leafy greens are good for your eyes, your immunity, and also it gives you strong bones. And when you pair this with olive oil, which is a good fat, it enhances absorption of something that is called carotenoids, which is basically mostly antioxidants which help with your immunity. So that is just one thing. So you can imagine, so you need to add a lot of leafy greens and spinach in your meals. It doesn't have to be in this, but in just your day-to-day meals. And also we know now we have chicken in this, which is protein, and we know how good protein is for your muscles and for just ensuring that you have a good muscle density. Then we have rice, which has good B vitamins, magnesium, and iron. And actually for brown rice, it is very high in fiber. And even for white rice, actually, one thing I have learned as I'm trying to adopt more healthy habits, when you leave white rice at least a day or overnight and eat it the next day, you actually increase you increase the fiber in your white rice. So if you want to increase fiber in your white rice, you leave it for a couple of hours or overnight, and actually the fiber content goes up. So it's very interesting to see how you can make everyday meals into even more healthy, and you don't have to stop eating things that you love. You just need to find how to balance them to achieve your goals. So I hope this helps someone who is trying to embark on this journey like me. So our Spanakorizo was in the oven for 30 minutes. So I'm going to remove the foil. The rice actually looks almost done. So what I'm going to do now is do another 15 minutes at 250 without the foil. Our Spanakorizo with chicken and spinach is ready, and I'm actually surprised. I know you said there's an 80% success rate, but I think we did better than that. So we are actually done, and I'm going to be removing this so that you can see. It smells really nice in here, guys. So I'm going to show you a close-up of this. The rice is actually very well cooked, surprisingly. So I've learned something new today. It's very well cooked, just one grain of rice. And the flavor, I actually did taste this just a little while back. The flavor of this is actually really, really nice. You know the way you cook rice and you just taste water, then whatever you have the rice with is what you can taste. Like if you're having rice with stew, the stew is what makes the rice pop. This rice actually adds a lot of flavor just by itself. Look at that. And I was here doubting myself. We were here doubting ourselves. This looks so yummy. The rice looks so nice. It smells so nice. And I cannot wait to try this. So I'm just first going to try the rice and going to dig in with the chicken. Just wow. Okay, so yeah, I have a piece of chicken. The chicken is very, very well cooked, extremely cooked. And then we have the browning, because we did brown our chicken before and we increased our heat towards the end. So everything just goes in together. I'm going for that bite. That is how much I'm feeling this. And I have my spinach, so I'm just going to get in. All I can say is you just need to go and try this for yourself.